Welcome back. Environmental research groups say that the EPA needs new regulations to control wastewater pollution coming from plastic manufacturing plants.
That pollution, they say, is affecting our beaches here on the Gulf Coast. KPRC2 meteorologist Dajia Swad is at Sylvan Beach Park in LaPorte. And Dajia, tell us what pollutants those researchers were able to find.
Yeah, they found several, one of which is dioxide, which is linked to cancer. And then something a little bit more physical. You may have heard of them, nurdles. They're small plastic pellets that are the size of lentils. And even though they're small, they create big issues. Pollution from plastic manufacturers are lurking on shores across the Gulf Coast. These small pellets of plastic are called nurdles. Do they mostly appear clear, or do they come in different colors?
So they could be clear, they could be a number of different colors and be a little bit more difficult to see through, or it's going to depend a lot on like the particular formula for that nurdle, and then also like whether or not it's interacted with anything or become coated in anything while it's been floating in the water. Sean Daniel Johnson with Environment Texas says those unique formulas help scientists identify the culprit.
Anytime you do chemical analysis on one of these pellets, it's going to be unique. It's going to be traceable back to a particular facility.
Mixed in with these pellets are chemicals that the eye can't see.
There's a lot that needs to be done if people want to be comfortable and safe on their beaches.
Environmental Integrity Project released a research paper analyzing 70 plants across the United States. Dow's plant in Freeport ranking #1 for several pollutants like nitrogen and phosphorus in their wastewater.
About 500,000 pounds of phosphorus being dumped into the Brazos River, and no limits in its permit on how much of these pollutants it's allowed to discharge. This causes algae blooms and low oxygen dead zones that can kill fish.
Tom Pelton with the EIP says the EPA hasn't updated standards for water pollution technology for the plastic industry in 30 years.
So we're going to court in about 2 weeks to argue that plastics plants all over the country, but including 30 plastics plants in Texas and the Dow Freeport facility south of Houston, they should all be forced to put on more modern pollution control systems. They exist.
And we did reach out to the EPA at this point in time. They tell us they are reviewing the research and will respond appropriately. In LaPorte, Dajia Swad, KPRC 2 News.